Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the map that I made for my entire world here. It covers about a 4,000 by 5,000 block radius, roughly that. It's 24 by 32 maps that are at a 1-to-1 block scale. I'm going to start this video by putting a little disclaimer here and just saying that I'm sorry if there's a little bit of lag. I don't really have too much control over it. There's over 1,000 entities in my base, most of which are from this map. This map consists of over 900 individual maps, and all of them are hung on item frames. And while I'm not going to get into the technical details of why item frames cause lag, having 900 of them starts to cause a lot of lag, along with the rest of my base and a bunch of other stuff in this world. There's a few things I'm going to go over in this video. One is just major landmarks on this map for my world. The next thing I'm going to go over is the room that I made for this map, and finally I'm going to go over the process that it took me to make the map. So now I'm in a version of the world that has the glass cleared out, and I'm in spectator mode so that I can go over all the major landmarks. But yeah, my base is up in this region up here at the top right corner, and then spawn is down right here. So my base is quite a few thousand blocks away from spawn, and I wanted to make a map of my base and my brother's base as well, because we share a world here. And I did that, and that was about a 9x9 map with a 1-to-1 scale ratio. And then he gave me the idea of making a map of the entire world, not actually realizing how large that would be. So I spent about 10 hours gathering all the maps for this. I also spent about another 10 hours setting up this room here that these maps are stored in. It's not the most beautiful room, as I limited myself to purple and end stone, but I liked the end theme and decided to roll with it. I had a few complications here though, and those were the fact that my base is right here and I didn't really have a lot of space to store it, as well as it's inside a mountain, so I had to make it fit. And this actually goes right outside the mountain here, so I had to cover that up. But I had to design this room so it doesn't impact the rest of my base, but also shows off all of the maps. And then I also had to design it so that I am able to get to the maps and get up close to them, so that one, I can examine them, and two, I could take them down after I'm done with them, because I can't keep these up forever because the lag it causes on my world, especially when multiple people are on. So each empty map that you make is a 128 by 128 block map, which translates to 8 by 8 chunks, and each chunk is 16, so 128 blocks. And my base has the 24 by 32 map, and so therefore it's 3,000 by 4,000 blocks. I think I said 4,000 by 5,000 earlier, but after doing the math it's a bit smaller. It's still pretty large nonetheless. I haven't seen a map on that scale so far, so that's why I thought I'd make this video. So just to give one more sense of scale here, I'm going to show you my base compared to my brother's base and show you the distance it is. So my base is right here. It's got these two wooden bridges, which is the only part of the surface you can actually see, as well as this green indicator to show where the map is at on the map. And then over here with these four corner platforms that you see here, which are witch huts. This is my brother's base, so yeah, I'm gonna fly up to it real quick. I'll fly over to it in spectator mode, but yeah, it's not exactly a short distance here. And as the chunks load in, you can see here it is. It's out here in the middle of this flattened swamp. So the distance from his base to my base is 600 blocks, a little more. I'll fly back here so you can see it one more time. It's not really a short distance by any means, but it just helps to give you some scale. You can see these item frames loading in here. So I'll just go over a few more landmarks here. So yeah, this is my base. Up here is my brother's base. Right here, next to my brother's base, is a base that I built for my younger brother. Up here we have our mob spawner farm that I made a long time ago that we don't really use anymore because we have all the mob drops that we need. And if we fly way down here, this is our spawn island here. This is an iron farm that my older brother made a long time ago, but it broke in 1.14. And right below that is a guardian farm that I made. And then right below that is our mushroom island. We don't really do a whole lot there, but yeah, that's most of the major landmarks in our world here. There's a few other things scattered throughout the world, but yeah, that's the map. So how I made this map is I would take a map from where I previously left off, and then fill my hotbar with maps. And then I would get up in the air with my elytra as well as my firework rockets. And then I just keep going until I get off of one map. Wait a second till I'm fully off. Click on another map. And I know these chunks aren't loading, but that's fine. And basically just keep going. Once you get low enough down to the ground, you just use another rocket to get back up. And yeah, you could basically use rockets as fast as you want. I didn't actually go through that many, maybe 5 or 6 stacks. But I just wanted to save my rockets. We really don't need to, we have a lot. But you would just keep doing this until I got to the edge of a column for the map. And then I would go back to base, put the maps up, and reset. So these maps aren't technically lined up, but here's how I'd do it. I would just go to the previous map where I started, and then start placing them in a line here until I filled up all the maps in my inventory, which I do an entire row down, and then grab the end map. I should probably say I started by making one giant column down, and so each time I'd just grab another row and go. And then I'd go back out to this map, I'd grab the map, then fly out to its location, and then start creating more maps. And I just went down the line until I did that 32 times. I technically did it 33 times here, but I ran out of room because I miscalculated for the size of this, and I was done with this project by this point, so I kind of gave up and just said screw it, and I stored them in a barrel. But overall, this took me 20 to 25 hours to do over the course of 4 days. And it's a cool project, but unfortunately, it's just going to sit in a barrel forever. But yeah, thanks for watching this short little video, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to go through a couple of channel updates real quick if you cared to hear those. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. So the video that I was working on back in March of this year that I said I wanted to have up soon, it's obviously not up and hasn't been. I've tried making videos a few times, but every time I've had issues. The last time the video corrupted and I just said screw it. But yeah, I've put probably 50 hours into this project here. So yeah, down here I've put 2.14 days of playtime, which is just over 50 hours. It takes a lot of time to do this, but what this is it is a map that goes through all the versions of Minecraft from release to 1.14. I guess you're getting a bit of a behind the scenes here, but I want to have it out before 1.15 comes out, which it hasn't even been announced yet, so hopefully that's a possibility. But it just takes a lot of time, and I've been basically doing it in bursts, so I will do a lot and then stop for a while, which is normally a few months or so, and then I'll come back and do a whole lot more. But there's a lot of stuff I have to sift through. There's 50 hours that I spent on this world building. I also have to look into patch notes for this game, and I have to coordinate 4 different accounts for this because that's the amount of accounts I'm going to need to film this video, so it gets a bit challenging, but I actually like this a lot, and I can't wait till it's done, but unfortunately I don't want to sit here for another 200 hours until I complete it. So yeah, hoping it's out before 1.15, but thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.